Hello, Theresaconwayhayes here in Meridian, Idaho, and it is Sunday, April 25th, and I decided to visit with you this afternoon with this episode of Stamp With Me so that we could showcase the In Good Taste suite. So let's see. We're looking at the we're not looking at it because I haven't switched cameras yet. We're looking at the, what is this? 2021 catalog, 2020-2021 catalog. I had to look because being we're in transition, I needed to make sure that I said the right thing. The good news about this suite is that the In Good Taste Designer Series paper is going to carry over. So the Tasteful Touches is going to carry over as well, the bundle, but it won't be a bundle, of course, in the new catalog. The other thing I wanted to check real quick, I just have this for stamp sets. I don't have this for embossing folders. So I'm going to take a quick peek and see if that Tasteful Textures is going to carry over. Tasteful Textile. Yes, very good. That is going to carry over as well. So it looks like everything from this suite, except for possibly the wood elements. And I'm trying to see where it mentions the wood elements.
It's 3 o'clock.
It's 3 o'clock. Okay, so maybe the wood elements aren't part of this suite. All right, so everything in this suite is going to carry over. That's pretty amazing. So I looked into my little play basket here of stuff, and I was like, oh, I really want to use this beautiful paper before it goes away and isn't available anymore. This is a specialty paper. Can't remember what kind. I believe it was with the it was out of the Christmas catalog, the holiday catalog, and I think it was bundled with the seashell suite, maybe. So anyways, probably would have been a good thing for me to find that out before we got started. And I don't have a holiday catalog, or maybe I do. Actually, I do. Mini catalog. That's what I should have been saying, not holiday. So I'm pretty sure it was bundled with the well, I'm not seeing it. Maybe it wasn't in this catalog. I'm just doing some technical stuff here. Okay. I don't know if I can see live comments on YouTube. I haven't done lives on YouTube very often. So I will put it in the comments what this paper is once I find it. And we're going to move on. All right, so I thought it might be nice to make this card right here. Now, I am not sure if this paper is kind of waxy feeling, so I'm not sure how easy it is to stamp onto it. So I'm going to get myself a stamp from the Tasteful Touches, and I will use Good Things. The Good Things in Life Are Better With You. That's a card that I should be giving to my husband. That is oh so true. Now, I'm going to try the StazOn because I really have myself convinced that the Mento will smear. Now, on one side of this paper, it's bumpy, and the other side, it's more smooth. So I'm going to try the bumpy side first. Love the smell of the StazOn pad. Some people don't, but I like almonds, so I like that smell. Okay, so far so good. I'm not going to try and smear it. So let's go on the other side. Looks like that's soaked through. That's interesting. So let's try this one on this side. It's kind of a long one for this. I'm going to stop what I'm doing and I'm going to stamp this on something else instead. I have a lot of cutouts in here from the Tasteful Labels, and I just like to cut out extras. So I'll grab one of these and stamp this on there. That looks good. Okay, so now I did not get my chamois moistened before I started. So when that happens and I don't have time to go get water, then I like to use the Stampin' Mist. So I'll just get my chamois wet with the Stampin' Mist. I'm going to put this stamp away before I get this intense ink all over myself. Okay, that came pretty clean. Put that off to the side. Let's get the Just Saying Hello. Try that on this side, the very glossy side. Okay, so that does not work as well on that side. Now, because that didn't work very well, I'm going to see if it smears. It does not smear. Interesting. Probably because it's the StazOn. So I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to stamp it again on this side. And that looks beautiful on that side. That stamp cleaned up. That looks pretty clean. And we'll do one more. Slippery fingers trying to grab hold of an acrylic block. Okay, I don't need this acrylic block. You know, let's just see if something else will stamp nicely on here. I am going to do something different. I'm looking for a label off camera. That's what I want. Now I'm going to use Blushing Bride. There's a couple ways you can do that. Oh, darn it. I had ink on my finger. Okay, we'll figure out how to get that fixed. There's a couple ways you could do this. You could offset it like that, or you could cut it in half and put half on one side and half on the other side. And I think that might be what we'll do. I need a little flower image. Actually, I think we'll use this big one. Get that Blushing Bride back out. Put a piece of paper underneath here. There we go. Now we covered up that smudge. looks like that was what I intended. I intended to do that all along. Just cleaning up these stamps real quick. Gonna get this ink out of the way. Get myself a wipe. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half. I'm doing some technical stuff here. Just one moment, please. I was just seeing if my other iPad would show me on live. Nope. Not getting the sticky tape where I want it because I'm afraid to get double-sided tape on the catalog. It's an old catalog, so it doesn't matter, but I mean, it's not a retired catalog yet. We've got, what, another week? That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. So now our sentiment is ready, and I will be popping that up with dimensionals. Okay. So, I think we're going to continue on looking at this one. So, let's go ahead and pick out a card base. Let's see what we have here. I can't remember. So when I pre-cut, I never know whether this color is Calypso Coral or Coastal Cabana. Whichever this is what I'm going to go with because I like that. Now let's see. I just straightened up today. I have to remember where I put my DSP. Here's my In Good Taste. We're going to use this piece right here. It's going to look lovely on there. We'll have our sentiment. Changed my mind. I'm going to cut a new piece because I know I don't have any pink in here. And I want Blushing Bride. That's Petal Pink. And this is Blushing Bride. Having some back problems, so I'm a little bit slow today. Get our trimmer out. So we cut the 8.5 and 11 in half at 5.5. Now we're going to score at 4.25. Oh yes, this is a much better idea. I'm going to burnish this fold with my bone filter. Now take a look at that. I like that a lot more. Okay, so now we're going to put some of this other stamp on here. And we're going to heat emboss that. Let's go ahead and get our cut. Five and a half, 5.25. Layer 1 is 4 inches by 5.25. This was already cut at 4 inches. Yes, it was just cut a little long because I pre-cut my paper. Perfect. Now we're going to use the embossing buddy that Stampin' Up! Used to sell, and this will last me forever. So there are other people who are selling this. It might be called an embossing pouch or something like that. So you do want to find something like this or make your own, because it helps to keep down the static. Let's see what that looks like. Ouch, just pinched my finger. I use the white embossing powder. That would be great. So let's go ahead and start putting the pieces together. I don't know why this one's being so persnickety. It's like it melted a little or something. It's weird. Never had the adhesive be so difficult to come off. Ooh, that's sticky. Okay, now let's make sure it's orientated the right way. I think that's straight. Get rid of some of this paper trash, and now we need some embellishments. And I want something that is peach pale color like that. These are called Elegant Faceted Gems. And I'm going to put 2 here. And 2 over here. Okay, now we just need, an inside. Oops, just ran out. This is brand new. I did just put it in here. It's the first time I've used it since I've fed it. So now I don't like to wait until I get the insert in to make this decision, but I have just decided that I do want to stamp the inside of this a little bit. So I am going to go back to my Blushing Bride. And I love this little foliage image. just love it. I actually love all the images in this stamp set. Okay, now that card is complete. And we cased it from the catalog here. Did a little bit different, but we came real close. Okay, so there's that one. So next I wanted to take a white card base. Just gonna wash off my hands first real quick. And I wanted a white card base. And this paper. We're going to do this card over here. I'm so happy that this paper is not already cut to a 1 inch, a layer 1. I call it layer 1. So we want this to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it's already at 5 1/2. It's a little tiny bit smaller in some areas. So for this, we're going to use liquid glue, and this one is almost empty. So my trick to using that last little bit of glue is to pound it on the side that I'm going to distribute the glue, like in this case, this side right here. Making sure it's thick enough that I'm going to have wiggle room. The bead of glue is thick enough. I'm going to wiggle that into position. That looks pretty good. Your bone folder is also good for getting that glue to distribute. And I grabbed the wrong paper. I just realized that. Oh well. Okay, sometimes our decisions are made for us. So we're going to be using this, and we're going to be using, I don't think I have the wood elements. Let me check. I do not see any. make sure there's no wood elements, my odds and ends in here. No. No wood elements. My husband's in the other room making potato soup. I'm looking forward to that. I want to check a couple other places. Okay, I don't see any. So let's go ahead and take a white piece of paper, a cardstock, and clean up this stamp. And we're going to grab Bumblebee. And this beautiful flower. Now we're going to take some Daffodil Delight. And a blender brush that says yellow. You don't have to do that. That's just what I do. And I'm going to take a little block, put some yellow ink on it. And we're going to shade in this flower. Now there's another thing that you can do, and that's with the Wink of Stella. you can get some ink on your wing of Stella, and you can color in that way. I'm just going to make sure that's clean. Okay, now we need the die for this. I actually think there's 2 flowers there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp another flower. I don't have the right stamp though. Oh! I thought that would look cute. Not cute, but an enhancement. If I stamp that right over that line there. If I decide that I don't like it, I can position it where it's covered up. So I'm trying to pull the ink to the top. There we go. And then, so you can take these and actually, I just realized this, oh no, it's not as dry as I thought it was. So you can pull the ink out of these, and like I could use this for another color. It's stained, but it would still work without staining your, and I always like to use a block so that I don't accidentally contaminate my ink pad. Okay, so this is the prettier one. Okay, now I need my, whoops, oh, wait a minute. Does this not have, this doesn't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dies. These are only labels. Oh, for some reason I was thinking it had a cut for that. So I'm stuck fussy cutting. I will go as fast as I can. I did not intend to do a fussy cut project. There's one. Two. All right, so where's my card? Right here. So make sure we got it going the right way. We're going to make this a tent card. And we're going to have that one right there. Let me get my Scotch tape. Anchor that down there. It's a little glue there too. Okay. And then we're going to put this one like that. I'm going to put just a little glue underneath there. Looking for my needle. Well, phooey. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this one like this. No, we're not, because now it's too big. So we'll have a tent card that opens up this way. I do that sometimes. Ow. And we're going to pop it up on dimensionals. So I guess we'll end up being able to use the rest of these black dimensionals. looks pretty straight. There's my pin I was looking for. Okay, just trying to think if I want to do anything more to this card. I'm wishing I had the wood embellishments. I've got one other place I want to look. I have a couple scrap boxes. Oh, I have a few scrap boxes. One is like that toolbox or fishing tackle box that I had, and then a couple square ones like this. This one says floral, so we're going to look and see if we can find anything fun in here to throw on this project. Oh, crap. That's what happens when you don't put things away. I just dumped embossing powder all over the floor. I'm very pleased that the sprig punch is going to carry over, and I really like that. That foil is retired, but it's really pretty there. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, I like that. Now how about a little bit of bling after we put the pin back in. And then we've got an hour, so we'll go ahead and shut things down after this. Oh yeah. There we go. And there's another one. I may or may not put a white insert in there. I probably will, so that it will. Yeah, let's go ahead and put one in there. Then let's put some pretty stuff in here. Kind of crazy. I don't really like it, but I can always pull that insert out and redo it. But I do like the front. I can see the wink of Stella on the flower, and with the sparkly embellishments and the sparkly foil, that is a pretty front. Okay, so I am working on one more card. This one I took a piece of Pacific Point cardstock, and I took some white craft glue, or not glue, white craft ink, and I kind of smeared it, and then I put some clear embossing powder over there. And you know what would be really pretty on top of this would be I took this rose and Pacific Point, I don't know if this is a rose. Probably shouldn't call it a rose. know how many I'm going to want. This time I'm going to take a dauber. And I'm going to shade in with the dauber. So I want some more definition there. So I'm going to try using my Night of Navy to put some more definition on there. And I'm going to grab a blue. That blue is not very, oh, here we go. I don't think I like it. Nope, I don't think I do. So I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to try and like wipe off some of the ink and then do it. I like some of it. That's still too dark right there. So if I could just get to the level that I like. Yeah, I don't like it. Moving on. Got ink all over my fingers. Okay, well, this card will just have to wait for some inspiration. Okay, well, that's what I've got for you today. Thanks for joining me. Please remember to subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more of this type of thing from me. Go ahead and hit or click on that bell so that you'll see when I have other demonstrations become available. So I will see you next time, and thanks.